Hey, Shalom. All praises due to Yahweh, the Redeemer and Savior of Israel. Today I'm going to touch on, this is going to be volume 3 of my series, showing to you according to the Torah and the scriptures that so-called white people are not Edomites. So today I'm going to go over the Dukes of Edom. But before I go into the Dukes of Edom, I'm going to give you more ammunitions, more daggers, to cut all the rest of these camps out there who'll be teaching this falsehood and this false lies in regards of white people being Edomites. So I'm going to go to the book of Deuteronomy and the curses, Deuteronomy 3:28, and I'm going to start at verse 32. And it says, "Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long. And there shall be no might in thine hand." Now, verse 33 is the dagger. And it says, "The fruit of thy land shall all thy laborers." No, it's like the fruit of thy land and all thy laborers shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up, and thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed always. Now, it says over here, the fruit of thy land and all thy laborers shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up. So this speaks about on how there was going to be a nation of people who was going to come and conquer us that we didn't even know. So when you go back and read Genesis, the 25th chapter, it gives you the story of Esau and Jacob on how they came out in the same womb, and many other historical accounts all throughout the Torah shows all the interactions that we had with the Edomites. So if the Edomites are supposed to be the so-called white race, and the Edomites represent some of the European nation, over here it specifically says that the nation that was going to come to oppress us was a nation which thou knowest not. We knew who the Edomites were back in the ancient time. So that right there is just another major hole and a whole lie and doctrine in regards of white people being Edomites. That's a major hole, man. Because we knew who the Edomites were back in the ancient time. The land of Esau was right next to the land of Israel, in particular Judah. So how in the hell are you cats going to turn around and say that it was the Edomites, based upon Deuteronomy 28 chapter, who enslaved us? That's a goddamn lie. It's like, I need to think about that. So Deuteronomy 28 and 33 is another admonition. Hold on. Deuteronomy 28 and 33 is another admonition or another tool all y'all young brothers out there y'all can utilize to prove that white people are not Edomites. So with this, I'm going to start the lesson for today. I don't think it's not going to be a long video. I'm going to go over the Dukes of Edom, because there's another lie running around that the Dukes of Edom represents all the rulership of Europe. It represents all the European nations that are currently ruling in Europe right now, man. And I'm going to tell y'all something, man. When I used to believe in this lie that white people were Edomites, I was under the impression that the Dukes of Edom, spoken of in Genesis the 36th chapter, was talking about all the rulership, all the rulers, all the so-called white people ruling Europe right now. But that's false. And I'm going to show y'all right now, man. All right. I'm going to start off with Genesis 36. I'm going to start off with verse 8. And it says, "Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir." Esau is Edom. Verse 9. "And these are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites, in Mount Seir." So this lets you know right here that all the analysis that are going to be mentioned and the whole chapter is happening where? In Mount Seir. It's not happening in Europe. It's happening at Mount Seir. Now I'm gonna go ahead and read verse 10. These are the names of Esau's sons: Eliphaz, the son of Hadar, the wife of Esau; Ruel, the son of Bashemat, the wife of Esau. Verse 11. And the sons of Eliphaz were Teman, Omar, Zepho, and Gatam, and Kenaz. And Timnah was a concubine to Eliphaz, Esau's son, and she bare to Eliphaz Amalek. These were the sons of Hadar, Esau's wife. Verse 13. And these are the sons of Ruel, Nama, Zerah, Zama, and Mizpah. These were the sons of Bashemas, Esau's wife. And these were the sons of Aholibamah, the daughter of Hannah, the daughter of Zibeon, Esau's wife. And she bare to Esau's Jews, and Jalam, and Korah. Now, these were the dukes of Esau, of the sons of Esau, the sons of Eliphaz, the firstborn son of Esau, Duke Teman, Duke Omar, Duke Zepho, and Duke Kenaz. So now we already established, actually nah, the Torah already establishes, when you read verse 8 and verse 9, that all this is taking place in the land of Mount Seir and not Europe. So now, it was like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and jump down to verse 15. And it says that these were the dukes and the sons of Esau. Because the lie that's been perpetrated, throughout all the years, is that represents all the rulership of all the rulers, the presidents, the vice presidents of Europe. Now it says that these were the dukes of the sons of Esau, the sons of Eliphaz, the firstborn son of Esau, Duke Teman, Duke Omar, Duke Zepho, and Duke Kenaz. It says Duke Korah, Duke Gatam, and Duke of Amalek. These are the dukes that came of Eliphaz and the land of Edom. Unless y'all gonna turn around and say that the land of Edom is located in Europe. That all of Europe is the land of Edom. You see? You don't got nothing to do with Europe, man. That was talking about back in the ancient time. During that time. Y'all got to start reading your scriptures a little bit more, right? These were the sons of Hadar. And these are the sons of Ruel, Esau's sons. Duke Namat, Duke Zerah, Duke Shammah, Duke Mizpah. These are the dukes that came of Ruel in the land of Edom. Not in the land of Europe, not in France, not in Germany, not in Russia, not in Switzerland, not in Sweden, not in Greece, not in Italy, not in Romania, not in Czechoslovakia, nowhere near Europe. That was talking about the land of Edom. The land of where Edom, Mount Seir. And over here it says, and these are the generations of Aholibamah, Esau's wife, Duke Jehush, Duke Jalam, Duke Korah. These were the dukes who came out Aholibamah, the daughter of Hannah, Esau's wives. You see that? So these are the sons of Esau, who is Edom, and these are their dukes. These are the sons of Seir. So like, yeah. It says that these are the sons of Seir, the Horite. Because prior to the Edomites dwelling and living in the land of Edom, the Horites were inhabited in that land at that time. So Seir, these are the sons of Seir, who was a Horite, who also inhabited where? The land of, who also inhabited the land of Lotan, Shola, Zibeon, and Hannah. Now watch this. And Dishan and Hezer and Dishan, these are the dukes of Horites. So prior of having the dukes of Edom, in the land of Edom, we also had the dukes of Horites. So y'all gonna turn around and say that the Horites at some point in time were also ruling all over Europe? That don't make no goddamn sense, man. You see it? And it says that they are the dukes of the Horites, the children of Seir, in the land of where? Of Edom. So if y'all gonna turn around and push this lie that the Edomites represent the so-called white people in rulership in Europe right now, then I will also apply to the Horites. And there's no historical documentation that can also substantiate none of these false claims. And especially our records, which is the Torah. So I'm going to go ahead to the next page. I'm going to jump down to the next page. Let's see. It says, these are the dukes that came out of the Horites. Duke Lothan, Duke Shabal, Duke Zibion, Duke Hana, Duke Dishon, Duke Hazer, Duke Dishon. These are the dukes that came of the Horites, or the Hori, or the Horites, among their dukes in the land of Seir, not the land of Europe, man. Not the land of Europe. And it says, and these are the kings that reign in the land of Edom. They ain't saying nothing about no Europe. They ain't saying nothing about any of the land masses or any of the quote unquote countries all throughout that region. It says that all the kings of the Edomites ruled in the land of Edom, not Europe. So yeah, I can't turn around and use the dukes and the kings and the rulers of Edom to try to insinuate that that's talking about white people. White people are not Edomites. It says, and these are the kings that reign in the land of Edom. Therefore, there reign any king, no, it's like it, before there reigned any king over the children of Yisrael. And Bela, the son of Beor, reigned in Edom. And the name of his city was Dinabah. And Bela died, and Jobab the son of Zerah, Basra, reigned in his stead. And Jobab died, and Husham of the land of where? It says the land of Timni. Reigned in his stead. The land of Teman is located where? In the land of Edom. The land of Teman is not located in Europe, man. Y'all be sitting there just straightly lying on the Torah, man. You're trying to push this falsehood and this false ideology that white people are Edomites. And that cannot be substantiated with the scriptures, and definitely not the language. Definitely not the language. And you know, I'm going to show you something real quick. Certainly not our oldest record, which is the Septuagint. No, Salakia. Just bear with me for 1 minute. This is actually the Hebrew and Chaldee lexicon. But that cannot be substantiated even with what? The Septuagint. Which is our oldest records of the quote unquote so-called Old Testament, or the Torah and Tanakh. I'm going to go back over here, and it says, and Jobab died, and Husham of the land of Timni reigned in his stead. And Husham died, and Hadad the son of Bedad, who smote Midian and the field of Moab, reigned in his stead. I guess that's it on that, man. So as you can see, when you read Genesis 36 chapter, when you read it in the context, it's not talking about on how so-called white people, under the auspices of Esau or the Edomites, would be ruling Europe in the latter days. There is no scriptures in the Torah or in the Tanakh that proves that white people are Edomites. I already did volume 1 and volume 2, in which I touched on Genesis 25 and 25, the color red, and I also touched on the red pottage in volume 1, and on volume 2 I also went into Genesis the 27th chapter when he speaks about that sword shall I live. And I'm going to be making more videos to cut this falsehood, this ideology, and this lie. So with that, I'm signing out. Shalom. I'm out.